Hello, one and all, and welcome back. Welcome back to War Games News Radio. We are playing Achtung, Cthulhu. My name's Ryan. I will be your game master for this adventure, and these are our players. Hello, players. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hi. Hello.
How are we doing today on this wonderful streaming Thursday?
Oh, just super duper there, bud.
Super and duper.
Super and duper.
Yeah,
that's good. Yeah, okay. Well, that's where we want to be because we're about to have a lot of fun. For those who don't know, Achtung Cthulhu is a role-playing game set during a fantasy version of World War II, blending Lovecraftian lore and real-world history. Very much Indiana Jones, Wolfenstein, those sorts of vibes. We are going to be fighting in the Secret War, a shadow conflict against the Section M, our lovely allies here, and of course the evil occult forces of the Nazi Reich. Just like our Fallout 2D20, this uses AC as we like to call it, uses Modifius's 2D20 rule system. It's a roll under system, so the rules will all seem pretty familiar to you folks, and that's pretty much it, other than this is a fictional setting, obviously, with some real-world inspiration. That said, this show is going to have some mature content, scenes of violence, and fucking swears, but in a 17A kind of way, not the full-on R-rated stuff. We're just going to go out and punch ourselves some fictitious Nazis. And let's go ahead around the horn and reintroduce ourselves to our aspiring Nazi punchers themselves, the agents of Section M. Starting off today with, Major Rohan Singh. Major Rohan Singh, how do we find you today?
At your service, man. You find me very well this day, my boy. It's always a fantastic day when you shine up those brass knuckles and you are going to punch until your hand hurts so much and you punch a couple more times after that.
That is the speed and the attitude that Rohan's bringing, punching all day long. Moving down the line, we have Justin playing Hatch Morris. Hatch, how are you finding yourself on day on this half of your adventure?
Yeah, hey, it's Hatch Morris here, occultist, academic, and mostly mentally stable magician. Yeah, we've run across some Nazis on British soil, and that doesn't rub me right. So let's get into it. Get amongst it. Let's see what happens.
Definitely don't want Nazis anywhere in and around your vicinity. So, best to try to remove them, I'd say. And we've got Dieter, the last up in the pack, to try to do just that, played by Grant. Grant and Dieter, after having a bit of a road trip through the countryside. How you doing here, Dietz?
Doing pretty good. One thing my mom always used to say is, don't bite the hand that you've got.
Fantastic.
I also like the last episode, I hugged a dude into a temporary relief from insanity, shell shock, whatever it was. He got hugged until he was okay.
Yeah, the man with a bear hug.
Right out of him.
Sometimes that's all it takes. So there you go. Don't listen to those doctors who say you need therapy and medication. You just need a hug.
Just need a big hug. Just be positive.
From the largest German around.
Anywhere.
But that's in a fantasy world in which we are diving into right now. As we go back and check ourselves and steel ourselves for the horrors of what lies below. Part 2.
Spooky.
In our last episode, the agents were called from London to travel to Dover on orders from Section M to
Hardly an hour.
Oh.
Get the fuck out of here.
That was good. That's terrible. Just for that, I'm restarting all over again. Okay. In our last episode, the agents traveled from London to Dover on orders from Section M to investigate a strange pillar that was discovered at the dig site for an artillery battery. After meeting Sergeant Briggs of the Royal Artillery, you learned that most of the soldiers and a scientist at the site had been driven mad by a mysterious obelisk and a secret chamber that had been found buried deep below the chalk. Dieter then met with a scientist named Dr. Boland at the Bolney Grange Field Hospital and managed to snap him out of his trance with the world's best bear hug and learned that that pillar is covered in an ancient language and holds some sort of dark, mysterious power, if you couldn't figure that out already. Meanwhile, Rohan and Hatch went to the local library and met the lovely bookkeeper named Martha, who gave Hatch a text on local history and the life of the legendary Saint Martellus. Rohan discovered that the village of St. Andrews near the dig site may be connected to the mysterious goings-on in some way, but they were unable to put the dots together, and Hatch will need to spend a little bit more time studying that text if they're to learn any more. Then it was off to the dig site with Sergeant Briggs in tow in your little Jeep to investigate this pillar for yourselves. But as you arrived, you could hear the telltale sound of gunfire and found the site's skeleton crew defenses under attack, which is where we join the action right now, mid-battle, as a squad of Black Sun soldiers have seemingly scaled the White Cliffs in a surprise assault.
Black Sun's up the White Cliff. All right.
Black Sun's up, White Cliffs down, I guess. Is that? No, that's not how. That's not how that song lyric goes. And it is as you see it here now, in fact. You've got the dig site here, which is a grassy sort of patch about the size of a football field-ish. Take your pick, either type of football. Surrounded by a razor-sharp barbed wire on all sides, including that cliff face. But you can see some smoke and debris rising from where it seems the Black Sun have launched their assault. The soldiers are taking heavy fire as your Jeep screeches up in front of the guardhouse at the top of our little map there. You can just make out what seems to be one of the Black Sun soldiers climb over the sandbags lining the number 1 gun pit where they are dug in. In the opposite side, in the middle of the field, you can see 2 soldiers who are doing their best to take cover inside the AA battery in the very center of the field. But it's not fully completed. This shelter is barely doing its job, and they are pinned the F down. The pillar itself you cannot see, but know that it is in the opposite gun pit. Oh, sorry, the Nazis are in the number 2 pit. The pillar's in number 1 pit. Nazis on the right, pillar on the left, and the soldiers dead set in the middle. We are in combat, gentlemen. What do you do? Quick reminder how combat works. Alternating activations back and forth. And I will say that you guys have the jump because in the cacophony of gunfire, the Nazis have not heard your Jeep pull up. The soldiers are pinned down. They're coming for the pillar. What do you do?
May I volunteer to say what I would like to do at some point? Since I have my shiny new plate armor that's made out of recycled pieces of that T-17 Deerhound, I would like to just run at them, straight up, run right into their guns.
I don't want to tabletop this too much. We are still like 3 football fields away.
Yeah, I'll be tired. I'll be sweaty and breathing hard when I get there, but
yeah, if you want to start closing some distance, it's going to take you a minute to get there. As Hatch has well put up, you're not quite that far away, Hatch. The whole thing is probably about the size, like the perimeter is probably about the size of a football field. So it'll still take a couple of turns. But if you wanted to just do some running and sprinting there, Deets, I'd say you'd be able to get as far as say the end of the row of barracks.
Yeah, all right.
That would be your whole turn.
Let's do that. I got my plate mail on. I'm running.
I turn and look at Rohan saying, "Do you just want to like drive over there instead? Do you want to just like instead of hopping out and running, we can just drive up on him?" Or
seems like a more obvious choice.
Yeah, let's just drive
a little bit in front.
No, he's got to tucker himself out. He's like he's been cooped up all day.
Pick him up on the way, right?
I mean, I guess sure.
Fucking
So
let's go. And Rohan
I,
gets into the driver's seat, pops the clutch. I don't know how to drive a manual transmission in real life.
yes,
Sure.
yeah, you did it. You did it so good. Yeah, you popped the
Here we
clutch.
go. Yeah, you did the thing. And let's kick on battle music as the battle kicks off. I will say in the order of operations, because you guys get to go
And
one
then the
guy.
Nazis
and then,
get to go. Yeah.
yes. So I'll say Dieter goes first with his running, sprinting down the field.
God bless him. He's God's favorite.
God,
idiot.
God bless Dieter. He goes and does his thing, but that's going to lead the four. There are four Nazis dug into the gun pit number 2 there, and they're just laying down fire onto the 2 trapped in the AA battery. But the one that's climbed over the sandbags, you can tell, is dressed a little bit differently than the others, but a little hard to make out at this range. And as he does, you see some sort of flash right next to him, and then again closer to the field as what you can only describe from this distance as a wolf made of pure blue lightning runs from his side, and runs is the wrong word, but like blips from his side into the middle of the field and is now closed uponst the soldiers. Back over to your turn.
So it's.
I'm sorry, did you just say lightning wolf?
I think it would actually be in the vernacular a Blitzwolf, which sucks.
Yes, indeed.
Not great.
Don't
It does
love
have a
that
name.
for us.
In fact, and I'll just give it to you because that's fun. You seeing this hatch, like it flips back to a page in some book you've read somewhere in some arcane library about a Teufelsschund, otherwise known as a devil's dog.
Oh, neat.
Super duper.
You
Love
thought they
that.
were only myth, but now you seem to see what appears to be an approximation of one
There
standing.
won't be a place on Earth safe once they sick the little diamond dogs upon them. Okay. That sucks. I hate this for us.
So there's the 2 of you, and now it switches back to you guys. If you guys want to team up sort of your action and have one of you drive and one of you do something else, I will allow that because it's cool.
I think
Rohan
Rohan
is
is.
their hatch.
I mean,
Do you have something for this? Tell me you got something for this.
I have. I gotta be way closer, but yeah, I have something for.
Let's get there then.
I say, hold on though, 1 second, and I shove my my borrowed library book underneath the Jeep's seat.
Oh.
Like as we're going, I'm like, I have to. It's like
due back on Tuesday.
It's got to be back on Tuesday. Like she will kill me. Okay, I think it's
All
safe.
right, we're going now.
Yes, let's go.
Amazing. Here's what I'll give you. I'll give you guys an option here. If you want to sing, if you want to drive at like a decent clip but a safe speed, let's say, I'll give you that you can get as far as Dieter did, about to the other side of the barracks there. But if you want to punch it and get like right up and close and personal with this devil dog, then you can do that. But it may make whatever Hatch is doing a little bit more risky as you're jumping and jiving and bopping and weaving across this unfinished military base.
So Hatch, I kind of want to drive into this thing. Are you
Yeah.
opposed to that?
Yeah, punch it, Chewie.
Oh, fucking let's go then. So I want to drive into it, please.
So we're going reckless then, I imagine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
I don't care. We're gonna fuck up the Jeep, probably. I don't care.
Okay, this is outstanding. Okay, so because you've now decided to veer this in there as well, which I absolutely love, on top of just closing the gap with it, we're gonna make you do a test to hit it. You drive as far as you drive, so I'll say you get like up close and personal with this thing. But to do the actual, do you fucking run this thing down? I'll say that this is going to be a coordination. Vehicles test. I mean, it's right there in the name. I'm gonna make it. Because you're gunning it the way you are. I will say that this is a difficulty. I'm just gonna make it difficulty 1.
Okay, so I don't have any vehicles whatsoever, but
Okay.
my coordination is a 10, so that's target number 10. Can you
Ooh.
beat that, Hatch? Hatch? Can you beat it?
Oh, you're driving the bus,
But
buddy.
no, you gotta make the drive test, and then Hatch is gonna get a chance to make an action after whatever happens
okay.
here.
Okay, so never mind. Forget what I said just now.
We're gonna drive into a lightning wolf. Is that what's happening?
I
Fuck
mean,
it.
it's
Let's-
right there.
Fuck it. Let's die in Dover.
Give me the
Let's do
roll.
it.
Yeah.
You get a hit. Well done, sir. That is a success. You like screech this thing, and like your body, like you're overcorrecting, and like not like you're not gonna hit it, but then like you turn into the skid and just hit it right, and like you spin, and like the back end of the Jeep like goes and hits the lightning wolf, but it just keeps going. And
phases through.
yeah, absolutely. I will get each of you to do a quick will plus resilience test, difficulty 2, as this thing's arcane energy electrifies the Jeep that you're sitting in.
A will zillions test. Okay.
I think that. Oh, sorry. Was that correct? Will. Yes. Will resilience. Yes.
Okay. That's not bad. 11.
Difficulty 2.
Oh, that's not good.
I have a target number of 14 for this.
Well, that's quite good, sir.
So I steel my mind against this thing. I know it's going to probably try to hit me with some spoopy bullshit, but let's see. 2 difficulty. Well, that did it. That's a fucking nat 1.
It's a natty 1.
So
You pull it off. Absolutely. Yeah. You you get zapped. You feel the charge from it, but you don't. You're able to steel yourself. For, like
I think my eyes flash that aquamarine again, and you just see like a very quick like shield around me as it like.
Yeah,
Bounce.
you like Iron Man absorb it a little bit.
Cool.
I like that. Rohan, what happens to you? Sir?
Yeah, what happens to your brain?
Oh!
Ooh.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh.
One
Oh,
pass.
no.
That's and one very much not.
One very much
critical failure.
Very much
Okay.
complication. Yes.
But if
So
we
here's-
take that 11 and split it into 2 1s,
Oh, that is
Ah.
over successes, but you'll still have that complication. But there's a complication. Yes, the electricity zaps, and like all of the instruments on like the old school analog, gauges and stuff crack and like smash and spatter. And as they do, some of the glass, Rohan, shoots up into your eyes, and you get a cut. So you're gonna take well, actually, you'll just take some the spoopy damage. The glass doesn't actually damage you, but you get electric zapped for 2 points of a spoopy
that's my
psychic
favorite
damage.
MGMT song is Electric Zap.
Electric zap.
Zapped.
You get zapped.
So you get a bit of zap, and in the process, the complication I'll say is that glass has gotten in your eyes, and you can't see, and you're trying to get control, and we're gonna go ahead and say that because I like it. The Jeep it doesn't roll, but you pit into one of these pits that's being a pit. You pit into a pit that's being
You
dug.
go into a pit.
Yeah, and the thing comes to a dead stop, and you guys jostle forward, and now you are where you are currently, staring down the laser wolf.
Hey, Hatch, how's that for a pit maneuver? Right?
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious.
I got
Cannot
that
wait.
in my eyes, man.
Yeah, cannot wait to get fucking eaten by like thunder fucking what was that? Never mind. Dumb joke.
So that
What
didn't work,
lightning
that
wolf?
didn't work like at
That
all.
didn't no, like
Did
not at
work
all.
At all.
Like not at all.
As you guys dig yourself out of like the wreckage of this thing, and the Thunder Wolf is fucking, or the Devil Hound is fucking. Actually, I like Thunder Wolf. That's its new name. Starts shaking itself off. It is. You can tell that what the impact of it. You surprised it, I think, more than anything. If you can surprise an ethereal demon.
Surprise!
Yeah. You didn't injure it or cause what you can tell to probably be any stress to it, but like you threw it off its game. It was going for those soldiers, and it is now very much fixated on the two of you. I'll switch back to the Nazis, and then we'll go back to you, gentlemen. And in fact, the dude who has the fictitious, laser chain on the Thunderwolf, who sicked him on you, is going to
was a
point
sexy sentence.
On the Thunderwolf. I'm sorry.
Laser chain, the old laser chain of the Thunderwolf. Am I right, boys?
Hey.
That was
Just like Daddy taught me. Yeah, exactly. Okay, he's gonna take shot. He's with his Walther P. No, say it's a Luger. Everyone hates the Luger, and it's a weird German gun. So he's gonna take a shot with it. What is his shooting? He's target. I'm gonna spend some threat on y'all because I have some. Oh, I should say you guys also have 4 momentum in your pool. Should you choose to use? And I'm gonna spend some of mine here at you as he peppers some shots with his Luger. And he gets 1 hit on you, Mr. Barrett. And he's going to roll his damage dice, which does this thing do? Oh, not a lot, only 3.
How much damage does it do?
It will do 3 damage dice worth, which I need to roll here.
Okay.
And he does exactly 1 point of damage to you, less armor.
Yeah, I actually bought that little round shield, sort of halfway between a buckler and a small shield. Buckler and Dover. Oh, to be a teenager again. I jumped out of the Jeep and just put it in front of my face as I started advancing towards the Nazis. So it pings off of my round shield.
It does indeed, and it switches now. I will say back to you. I mean, you could make Briggs go as well. I'll say you guys have control over Briggs.
I was going to ask about what Briggsy boy was doing. Did he jump?
Yeah, he would have been out of the Jeep. I will say at the time when you guys decided to jump in and take off, just because I already have. Otherwise, I would have had to retcon him being in the Jeep with you there.
Yeah, no worries.
But you guys have agency of him. The soldiers, on the other hand, if you want to get them sort of into the fight, you're going to have to rouse and rally them in some way, shape, or form.
I could either go or make a quick decision, Major Singh. I could either go or we could call for the soldiers to move. What do you want to do?
Do they have a defense?
Sing's already gone, so he can't do any more actions this round.
All right, fine. Fuck it.
I was shit, man.
I was already out. I'm going to. My eyes flash that aquamarine again as I advance on the Germans in the unfinished gun pit number 2. I'm going to actually cast a spell that I've never cast before. I am going to cast a spontaneous combustion spell. I cannot hear Reverend anymore.
Yeah.
He is disconnected.
He's disconnected. Okay, so
we're vamping.
And we're vamping. So yes, I absolutely love this setting. To go into the chat, like the World War II sort of occult Nazi, Indiana Jonesy sort of movie trope is so much fun. Something that I would actually suggest, and I'm going to see if I can find it here. There's a short story that I've told you guys to read like 1,000,000 times. It's called The Coldest War. And it's actually about like the Cold War, but the USSR is trying to like raise eldritch gods. Oh, there, he's back. Hey! Oh, a colder war, sorry. Anyway, continue, go. Yes, so I'm going to cast what I have never cast before called Spontaneous Combustion. So since this is the first time casting it, I'm going to read the description. So, some psychics develop the ability to agitate the substance of objects around them, producing heat and flames with nothing other than conscious effort.
Things seem to burst into flame spontaneously with no obvious source of fuel. This is a rare and spectacular ability, and it can be extremely potent in the right hands. The skill is based on resistance. It's difficulty 1. It costs 4 Cthulhu faces, which I think is stress for me.
Yes.
And persistent 3. I don't know what that means. Duration is instant, and the effects, I basically, when I'm in close range, the target grows extremely hot in moments and may catch fire, inflicting 1 Cthulhu face of physical strength with a persistent 4 effect.
Okay.
So I'm actually going to cast it on this group of Nazis that I see. I'm going to advance on them and get as close as I can. And I'm going to cast it. I have also been kicked out of Fantasy Grounds, I just noticed. So I am coming.
Join that again.
I'm going to have to come back in.
We'll jump you back in here.
Yeah, no.
But so you want to hit the Nazis in the pit, right?
I want to pit these Nazis because, and I'll tell you why. All my spells have a flawed effect. So the flawed effect of spontaneous combustion is it gains the ability or the area of effect as well. It gains an area of effect, but I have no control over it.
Okay.
So they're already in a pit. So like, how bad can it get, really?
I mean, as far as if you're trying to contain a fire, you put it in a fire pit.
You put it in a pit. It's like right there on the tin.
Yeah.
So,
okay. I like this. So you're gonna try to supercharge it then in that case.
Yes. It gains it by since it's flawed. It already gains that ability. It's always going to have that ability as long as it's flawed.
Gotcha. Okay. Even better.
Yes. So let me just. I'm still loading in here. Attempting to resolve connection server. But you know what? Oh, am I back in for you?
You're showing up momentarily here. Yes.
Okay. Oh, I can actually. I was gonna roll manually because my friend gave me this here 3D printed Cthulhu dice tower he mailed.
Yeah. Okay. Do that. That's cool.
So I'm gonna roll 2 here because I have them.
Cthulhu Tower.
Cthulhu Tower. Okay. And my target number is. It's resilience plus.
Will plus fighting will be for your spell, I think.
Will plus fighting. That's 12.
Oh, sorry. Will plus academia.
Oh my God, that's a 16.
And for now, this is one of the first times we've actually done a psychic, like an attack spell. So I'll have to make tests. I'll just do it as a group because I don't want to do 4 tests for 4 different Nazis. But you do a test against your will and academia versus their will and resilience.
Okay.
Whoever gets the most skills, basically, gets to do it off. You need 2 successes for this to go off because it's a difficulty 2. Or is it difficult? No, it's a difficulty 1 spell.
It's a difficulty 1 spell.
Okay, well then you just need 1 success then in that case.
First roll is a 5, so that'll
do it.
Second roll
is
a nat 1.
Whoa, there you go.
Ooh. Okay, so that's 3 successes. So you've generated 2 more 2 momentum. So you guys are full up to 6 now. Very good. And now I need to do a roll for these Nazis and see what their fucking stats are. Black Sun. What did I say? Will, resilience. Okay, not too bad. Their target number is an 11. If they get any less than 3 successes, then they're
set
going
this entire
to succeed.
fucking pit on fire.
I will spend some threat against you though, because I've gone it to burn, and that makes things interesting for an extra dice. They only get 1 success, so they go over. And actually, you know what I'll do? I'll say, yeah, this will actually be easier. I'll do 1 for each of them. There you go. Okay. So 2 of them will pass. 2 of them will fail. What are the damages of this bad boy?
It does spontaneous combustion. Does 1 physical stress with a persistent 4 effect. So whatever that means.
Okay, so each of them are going to take a 1 point of spoopy damage, 1 point of psychic damage, and then the 4 is they're on fire basically. You do what you do. You like
Nice.
your eyes light up this blue, and like I'll say it's blue flame because that's cool. Yeah, how do you cast it? Does it like come out of the book? Does it come out of your hands, your eyes? How do you do your flame?
I think it's just. Oh, you know what it is? Is I put my hands like this, and then there's a thin, like a very small marble of light that emits that between my two hands, and from that, like a flamethrower. Like,
Okay, like it's like a little thing, and then out of there. I fucking love that. Yeah, absolutely. 2 of these guys are took some damage and are now on fire, and they're gonna take unless they try to put themselves out, they're gonna take some damage on their activations as well, to the tune of 4 stress, which isn't great for them. And 2 of them were able to sort of like dodge out of the way last second as your flames come barreling through. That's what you do.
that's my turn, baby boy.
Okay. Then in that case, I will have Zin Nazis go as a group. Now that you guys are up here throwing fire at them, I'm gonna have to do them a little bit differently. I was gonna do them as a group, but now 2 of them are on fire. Some of them are running away. It's all kinds of craziness. So here's what I'll do. For the ones that are on fire, I will roll to see how much of this persistent damage they take. They take 3 damage each, which isn't great for them, let's say. So they're freaking firing and trying to put themselves out, which I will see if they do right now.
Just to hold myself accountable, it cost me 4 stress, so I take that as hit point damage. Do I not?
So yes. So here's how that's going to work. So now you've done your magic. So now you take the stress on that. But now I
have stress armor. Oh, I have 5 stress armor.
Yes, but now because of your comes with a cost, doesn't it add an extra 2 on top of when you try to make your spells extra super powerful? Isn't that what it is?
Yeah. Okay. So I've taken 1 stress to cast that spell. Okay.
Because you juiced it. Yeah. So basically, whenever you juice it, you're gonna take damage. But because of how you've built your character ridiculously strong to psychic damage, other than that, you're pretty well good on it otherwise. Then moving on, it's back to the Nazis, right? Who said we're going to go as a group. Thank you for keeping yourself honest, though. Yeah, I'll just make them all go. I'll make the ones who are on fire are going to try to put themselves out with a target of 11. They both fail, so they're going to continue to be on fire for the remainder of their turns. And because of the nature of how much damage they've taken, they're just going to burn to death. So while the rest of this game is going on, there's nothing else they can do. So they're just going to burn while everything else is going on. The other 2, on the other hand, seeing their buddies getting lit up, are going to shoot at you, and they're going to do it with we're just going to empty that old threat pool. Ooh. Only 2 of them hit, actually, interestingly enough. So we're gonna roll some damage. So they've got MP40s, one of the little stick magazines.
Yeah.
And as they go off, first one does
the ones that like the magazine is the handle to the gun.
100%. So that is the first one only did 1 point of physical damage to you there, Justin. But the second one, apparently, he's a crack frickin' shot, because he's gonna pop off 2 full 5 all on his lonesome. So he's gonna you're gonna take a total of 6 physical stress before armor on that one.
I just took 5. I just got straight up shot, boys.
What's your armor? What's your armor again?
Is 2 physical armor.
Okay.
So I took 4 damage, which is not nothing.
4 stress.
That was a tough hit.
4 stress, actually.
4 stress. Yes, I took 4 stress. I'm up to 5 of my 14 stress total.
There you go, yes. And a good thing to remember, critical hits exist in this game system just like in Fallout. So if you take 5 or more, you get an injury. So that like pops past your stress threshold. So if you take 5 damage,
in 1
6
shot.
damage. you get a one-shot injury, but that works for baddies as well. So if you're able to, on a really tough enemy, you're able to punch a lot of damage through on one hit, you can potentially take them down a little bit faster.
Whoa.
But that was them. It's now back to you guys. That is actually the only one left to go on your side is Briggs. You can choose not to activate Briggs if you want, and just go back to the agents doing their things as well. But it is now back to the allies' turn, and Briggs is the last one to go if you want to go with him. He's the last one who can go, I'll put it that way.
I mean, Dietz, but get into the fucking war, Dietz.
Yeah.
So Briggs is going, and or Dietz?
Yeah, you can leave Briggs out of the fight if you want.
Okay,
Yeah, let's
so,
get Dieter in there.
I'm gonna keep running because right now Dieter is speeding past the latrines with his tank armor on his body. Mission control. Where could I close the distance in this turn if that's all I'm doing is full tilts?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you could get up to. I'll say if you want to, you could get up to the dude who's the dog wrangler.
Okay.
The other two, they're a little bit too far away. You'd have to, or the other two are dead now. You'll have to get a little bit closer. They're a little bit further away.
Okay, so I basically made it to the ammunition tunnel, the magazine unfinished, more
Yeah.
or less.
You can get
Okay.
up close and personal with the demon dog wrangler.
Laser chain.
I am gonna yell as I'm running. When the going gets rough, the tough get buff.
Hell yeah!
All right. Yeah, okay. We're going to the judges, and yes,
We'll take-
it's good. It's good.
It matches.
It tracks.
What is Dieter going to do with his major action?
Well, I mean, moving is the majorest of the major actions. But if you're saying I can move and take a major action.
I think you can. Moving is in your minor action. If you want to sprint, I think it's a major
got it.
action.
Okay, so if I'm there, then I'm going to use a good old Gertie, my very large metal wrench, and I am going to hit the dog handler in the head with my wrench.
Let's see if he's immune to wrench. So far, no Nazis have been immune to wrench.
Yeah, they've been elusive in finding the solution to that one.
Yeah, they have indeed. Now, melee attacks are also these are also an opposed test, so he gets to try to wrestle with you as you go on attack him. So this is going to be an agility plus fighting test from you, sir.
Fighting. So my fighting's 2, agility 7, target is 9.
Okay.
I'm going to roll my 2d20. That's 1 success.
Okie doke. He draws it's like a short saber looking thing, and he's going to go with his, what is his target on this agility fighting? So his target is a 10. So he's gonna go and try to swing back at you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he does not do well.
He does not.
That's not great, guys.
Yeah, he's fixated on the lightning wolf, and he doesn't see or hear you come up until it's too late, and he sees just this lumbering tank of a man literally running up to him, and he's trying to get the dagger out, but like he's only got the one hand on the laser wolf, and he's got the one hand on the knife, and it just doesn't. He just can't get it out, and you just come and beat him right in the kisser. What is the damage of this thing? What does it do?
So it's a base 3, but because I'm a beefy boy with a brawn of 11.
Oh yes.
It does 5 with the stun feature. So I'm gonna roll my d6s.
Yes, roll 5d6 for me, please.
Peter the Stunner.
Oh, so the 2s are all 2 damage a pop. The 1s are all 1 damage a pop. The 4 is nothing, but
Okay.
Dieter, youch.
So that's 4, 5,
Youch.
6 damage, 6 stress.
6 stress. I need to see what his armor is. Oh my god. It's probably not great.
This is why we stay in the truck.
I stayed in the truck and it fucked up my eye, man.
I'm just holding my chest, like, oh god.
Well, did you get shot or something?
Oh, I got like
I
super
can't see.
shot.
He takes
Not
a full-on 5 points of stress. That is an injury. He is now injured. He is a little tougher than his Nazi buddies, though. He has 2 injuries on
Tougher
him.
than
So
the
he's,
average boar.
Tougher. Yeah. Wah, wah, wah. Very good. So he's halfway down to dead. You stunned the shit out of him because you got that critical hit, and were able to bust past his stress threshold. But if you want to, you either to do that again or fill up his stress track to injure him fully. Swinging back to the Black Sun Commandos. I'm gonna go with the creepy wolf. In fact, who's right in front of your guys' grill. The wolf is going to try to unleash one of its psychic attacks on you guys. It's attack called Fearful Geometry, which is a weird name for a thing, but it's going to make some
regular ass math class for me.
Just regular ass math.
Fucking high school math for me.
Fearful Geometry, yeah. Sounds about right. So you guys, both you, Raj, and Rohan and Hatch, character names, are each going to have to make a will resilience tests, and I'm going to have to make some rolls for this thing first. Its target number is 11. I'm all out of threat. One success. So each of you will have to make a roll on your own of your will plus resilience, and try to get one success or better to resist the psychic damage.
All right.
Will resilience.
Here we go.
Hey!
We did it. We did the thing.
We got there, baby.
My target number is a 14.
Okay.
Sir. Whoa, that's not good. I did not do well at that.
No, you didn't. Fearful Geometry deals 7 psychic damage.
Oh!
Persistent 3, piercing 2. You really wanted to pass that test.
Man, I really did. Owie.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Okay,
5, 6.
I have 5
7.
courage. I have 5 mind armor.
You do, but it is now this attack is piercing 1. So you have
God.
4 mind armor on these many dice.
I have 4 mind armor.
Okay, that could have gone a lot worse for you. The 2, the 5s and the 4s are blankies, so you're good there. So you get
3 and the 6 or something. Though.
Yes, so you get a total of 4 damage through there.
My mind completely blocks it.
It does but it is also persistent. So you're going to take some potential stuff going on as this goes further. But that is its attack. You guys lucked out a little bit on that one. What do you do, allies?
Raj, you haven't gone in a while. You go.
So
Get into the war. Jesus.
Yeah. So 2 of the Nazis died because they burned it up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And are they all over by the gun shed there? These 2 that are remaining, or?
Yes. The 2 are in the gun pit. And then their sort of boss man is by the magazine there fighting with Dieter.
Can I shoot at the boss man with the bar without endangering Dieter?
Well, I believe it's it's inaccurate, isn't it?
It is very inaccurate.
Okay, so I would say no in this case because they are fully in a melee. But that being said, Dieter is wearing tank armor, so
You can probably take a bullet or 2.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna shoot.
I'm not telling you what to do.
Yeah, okay. I'll just shoot at my friends. It's fine. This is fine.
It's fine.
My armor is 5, so
yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna
Sure.
shoot at the
my
boss
friends.
man with the bar.
Yeah, his armor is significantly worse than
That.
Deet's. Yeah,
Perfect. Okay, so we're gonna do that. What,
give him a shot. What is your target number for? It's going to be coordination plus fighting.
Coordination fighting. That is 14. So
There's my guy.
That's what we wanted to see.
Here we go. Oh, you have
ouch.
got to be kidding me.
No dice.
Not
It-
good rolls, guys.
It is a miss. It is not a complication because it was just a regular, just difficulty 1 shot, but it misses, and just by that much too. And I believe that's going to swing us back over
It's not
to
time, yeah.
Yes. Just taking a look here.
That was anticlimactic.
I mean, hey, you got to roll the dice. It's what it's all about. The boss man now going to go, and he's going to try to attack Dieter. So Dieter, you're going to have to make an opposed test on his 1 success. So you're going to have to make a fighting test. A fighting plus, what is it?
2
the one,
plus
you know?
agility. That's a 9 target. Not actually that good, but 1 success.
But you make it. Okay, you just parry off each other as his dagger comes loose and he swings down, but you're able to ching 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 sword fight him with your giant club.
Can I say just sort of like theater of the mind,
Sure.
that I don't even really try to stop him. His dagger just like hits me in the tank armor.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I like that.
Because
he just takes a swing and
how many stress dice does he throw at me with that little pokey stick?
Not a lot. The wolf is kind of his thing.
Right. Okay. So can we just say he just hits me in the tank
I love
armor,
that.
and I'm just
he tries to stab you and it's like yeah, and it boink bends the fucking needle of his thing a fucking Looney Tunes style. Yes, I love that. Way better.
Cool.
Back to the allies' side because that's about all he can do. You got Briggs up there. Basically, that's about it.
Is Briggs like a super sniper with a big old sniper rifle or anything?
He is not. He's an artillery officer.
Artillery? Well then.
Yeah, just mortar this general location.
Yeah.
I don't need that.
Okay. Do you want to go D to me? Go. Make a decision.
You go.
Okay. Can I take a look at this summoned wolf? It's on a constant chain, right?
Yeah, sure. I like that. Absolutely. I said it before.
I'll say it again.
Say it again.
It's got a fucking thing going. Yeah.
Okay.
He's got a lead from the dude. Yeah.
It
doesn't seem to have any I don't know length to it. He's a decent clip away from the thing.
Yeah, for sure. Is there any way? Is there a roll that I can make to interrupt this spell in some way? Like I interrupted, or do I recognize this as a summoned? It's his ass spell.
Yeah, you can. What you can just grok just from looking at this is that this Nazi has a summoned fucking demon dog as its pet. This thing is fucking doing its bidding, whether that's something it wants to do or not. You'd have to know a lot more about this thing to know that. But this thing is doing what the boss man tells him to do.
All right, then I'm going to take a look at the battlefield and the guys in the pit and the lightning wolf and my wound in my torso, and I'm going to make a bolt for the 2 gentlemen that are in the unfinished AA batteries, AA battery, I should say, and tell them, get on the gun! Get on the gun!
Oh, okay. I like this. You run in there and just toss open the door, and they're hiding down, kind of blind firing backwards, and yell at them to get on the gun. Go ahead and make for me. This is going to be I guess, I don't know, reason plus persuasion?
Okay, I'm not terrible at this.
I'll say it's a difficulty 2.
All right. How many? Are we full up on momentum?
You are full up on momentum.
I'm gonna buy 2 dice because we've been rolling like shit, and I just sucked so bad on my last one.
Nice.
The target number for me on reason and persuasion is 10 plus 3, 13. Okay.
Okay.
Not bad.
2 successes, rolling on 4 dice.
Yeah,
hey,
that's
go.
4 successes.
All right.
It all comes through. The 2 of them look up. There's one older, sort of portly gentleman and one younger. It's like the oldest guy and the youngest guy on the
Porkins, get on the fucking gun.
He kind of looks up at you and he looks at his younger sort of companion who's full on huddled down and says, "All right, mate, it's time to give him what for." Gives him a good elbow and literally picks him up. The old, I'll say the old guy starts firing and giving some cover fire while the young guy runs towards the gun. And that is what they do.
Okay. That was my turn. And then I sit down on the floor and press my hands to my wound.
Very good. Then the remaining two Nazis, I'll say, the last ones who need to go, are going to take some shots. I'll say the first one shoots at Dieter. Oh, that didn't work. Let me try it again. What the hell's going on with my dice here? There we go. Oh, the first one hits the old Dietz there. Just going to roll some damage dice. It's only going to do 2 points of damage, which is going to be ricocheted by your armor. The other one is going to fire at Rohan.
You bastard.
And he's also going to hit. Yeah. And deal 2 points of damage as well. Less armor.
So that'll be 0 damage.
Okay, well, there you go. Then you are getting away with the machine gun fire right now. It is back to the Allies. What do you do?
I pulled my play.
I mean, I would like to hit the dog handler again.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
Okay, I'm going to roll my opposed agility fighting target 9.
9.
So that's 2 successes.
Hey, there you go. You've got some action points back in the pool.
So I'm gonna roll
Very
my,
good.
my little.
I have to roll his there though, and he does not. He only gets 1 success. He is not able to parry your oncoming attack this time. Give me those damage.
The proof is in the paddling.
Oh, that could have gone better. That's
not that good.
That's
only 1 damage.
I also want to say there is a chance with the stun that he wouldn't have been able to act. Just stun is so good. I looked it up. Anyway, it doesn't apply.
Oh, that is true.
In this case, 1+ effect stun. Is he now stunned?
Yes, you would be able to stun him because you actually did land the attack. So you have not done a lot of damage, but yes, your weapon's effect is stunning, and he has been stunned. Back to the Nazi, and I'll say just out of because it makes like it thematically, we'll go back to the handler who is now stunned and brings it back to the Allies. Which last one up is Rohan.
Am I able to get up close and personal distance with the good boss man person?
The good Herr Wolfhandler?
Yeah, you could run up. You could run up on him.
Okay. Here's what's gonna happen. I am gonna switch to my Kurpan.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna take a nice old swing at this thing. There's a couple things here.
There's a couple things here.
I have a talent called They Don't Like It Up 'em. I think that's what it's called.
What? No. Hold on. Say it slower.
Wow.
They don't
Okay.
like it up 'em.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for Modifius, whatever that is. All right. Okay. Yeah.
And unless I typed that wrong, which is a hilarious typo.
No, that sounds British and weird. Yeah.
It basically says when I move into up close and personal fighting distance, I get a bonus D20 on my attack roll.
Oh, hell yeah.
And if my attack is successful, the enemy is knocked prone.
Very good. Oh, and I believe you also have a truth deadly commando as well, which would potentially apply to all of this juice here. So yeah, absolutely. That's a hell of a roll. Give me that attack with 3 dice because of your talent.
3 dice. What is a melee attack?
It's going to be agility and fighting.
Agility. Oh, buddy. Okay, that's a 13 target number with 3 dice. Okay, here we go.
There we go. Yeah, I like that.
Well,
Okay. No, 2 successes. That's good. That's more. That's
no
pretty good. And
successes and a
here's what I'll say too, because of the deadly commando truth that you have. Normally with a fighting test, it's opposed, but because you're like you've broken away and like you're sneaking up on him, you know, the knife between your teeth kind of shit, you know, and he's fighting with Dieter. He doesn't see this coming, and because they don't like it up him.
no,
They don't like it up.
He did not. Like
So.
that one.
Fucking hate that. Roll me the what's the damage on this thing, dude?
3-1 is piercing.
Okay, nice. I think as well you can if you want you can spend momentum from your pool to add challenge dice, stress dice to the test, and you've got I think you've got 4 right now, so you could add some more damage dice.
Yeah, I'll
onto
do
this.
that. What is the maximum amount of dice that I can spend?
Each momentum spent adds +1 to the pool before the rest are rolled.
And how many momentum do we have to spend?
You currently have 4 in the pool.
What if so I got 3. Can I buy? I'll just buy 2.
There you go. That sounds good.
I won't be greedy.
5 sounds like a nice number.
5
Roll.
damage dice, and here we go.
Yeah,
Please
baby.
be good. Please be good. Please be good.
Those 2s, 1s and 2s is what you want to see.
All right.
Oh, okay. That's not bad. You get 2. Oh, so it is there. The 3 is 1 as well. I always forget. So yeah, you actually got 3 through, which is not bad. He only has an armor of 1, so 2 more damage. He's not looking good, but he's still hanging tough there as well. And now I will switch back to the laser wolf, which seeing his master being attacked is going to turn its attention and its psychic power onto Rohan. And it is going to fail.
It's going to eat so much shit.
It's going to fail and complicate. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say that it does its damage to itself.
It was confused.
It damages itself.
Oh, that's all 2s. That's all 2s.
2, 4, 6, 8, plus the 3 is 9 psychic damage to itself. Oh my goodness.
The Schwanzwolf was confused and attacked itself.
It very much is. It freaking it goes to like unleashes again psychic bond. But whatever happens, actually I like this. It fails whatever fucking ritual's going on, and the lightning goes up the lightning chain, up the lightning rod.
It doesn't like it up.
Lightning round.
It doesn't like it up him. It doesn't. You have solved my lightning wolf puzzle as it accidentally zaps itself into oblivion because it didn't have that many hit points and gets itself fried. And in doing so, I'll say as well that it zaps the boy, the lead guy as
not
well.
Not the boy.
Sorry, not the boy. The
lead boy.
Yeah, the lead boy. And takes them both out of commission. The handler is now a charred husk, and the laser wolf just blinks out of existence and is no more. Someone put these Nazis out of their damn misery, will ya?
I just call out to the kid. Finish him off. Light him up. And let's have like the kid on the Bren gun just start fucking raking these dipshits.
Hell yeah. Let's go with that. Hey Raj, what are the stats for the bar? Damn it.
I'm so glad you asked.
Well,
It
allow
hits.
me to.
Okay, bar, medium range, 5 damage.
5 damage dice.
Inaccurate. It is major sized.
Nope, stupid thing didn't register. There we go.
Ooh, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. Oh no, yeah, okay, 6 actually. These are the 2, the 1, the 3, the 2. It's all the kid tears them apart. Even with the armor from the cover of the sandbags they were hiding behind. Just absolutely, this thing unloads. and these two dudes get Swiss cheesed full of holes, and the entire thing took maybe about a minute and a half, 2 minutes, and just this loud exploding cacophony is now suddenly quiet as the two soldiers, and we'll say Sergeant Briggs comes running up after making a break from the road after being left behind.
Where you get into the fucking war, Briggs?
Oh, well, it didn't help that you all just left me behind there. And then the door of the mess kicks open, or the shelter kicks open, and the older scruff, portly Porkins soldier. Yeah, Porkins is his name now. Runs
Scruff Porkins.
Scruff Porkins. His name is Scruff. All right, his name is Scruff Porkins.
It is now.
Holy shit.
Give him a rank. Give him a rank right now. What's his fucking rank?
Lance Corporal.
Lance Corporal Scruff Porkins.
Yeah. Lance Corporal Scruff Porkins comes up, and he's got a gut hanging out, and like he's just wearing like a white a wife beater shirt, like fucking with a tank top. There you go, and he's covered in dirt. He's a digger, and he's like looks up and he says, "Hi, Sergeant. I don't know what that was, but I'm really glad you're back." And at that, we're going to take a quick little break here. We'll say we'll take a 10-minute break for everyone to catch their bathroom breaks and whatnot as we return back into this next half of this adventure in Achtung, Cthulhu, What Lies Below. Stay tuned. We'll be back shortly. We'll call it 10:15. Why not? 10:15 p.m. Eastern time. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Ooh,
Come on back.
Come on back now. You hear? Hello, welcome back to the second half of the second part of our Achtung Cthulhu 2D20 campaign called What Lies Below. If you're just joining us, we have just gotten back from battle, and as the battle music fades out here, I'm sure, we get back into the original or the regular setting that we had here moments before. We are back at the dig site where a bunch of nefarious Nazis have just launched a bit of a surprise attack on the few remaining soldiers who were holding guard here now. Just in time, our lovely agents from Section M and Sergeant Briggs have rolled up, and it is all now quiet. We'll say it's not 2 seconds after we just came by, but maybe a minute or two where you guys are getting sort of the situation back under control. And the young soldiers up back from the Bren gun here as everyone's new favorite NPC, Lance Corporal Scruff Porkins, is giving Sergeant Briggs and yourselves the lay of the land. The battlefield, or what was a battlefield, the dig site is as you see it in front of you here. And we'll say you guys are all at the moment hunkered in the what will be the command bunker, which is currently just a tent with a bunch of poles and shit sort of ramshackled around. What do you want to do?
Yeah, so we were sent out here to investigate a pillar that was unearthed, and then I point to the charred remains of the Nazis and whatnot, which is clearly unimportant. Which is why they only had 2 fucking guys out here guarding it. My apologies. I stand up straight and I salute Scruff Porkins and I say, Corporal Barrett, Her Majesty's Royal Infantry. Hey, what the fuck just happened?
Well, I was hoping maybe you lot could tell us a little bit more about that as well. We were just on our regular patrol here and getting ready to call off for the night when all of a sudden we heard an explosion down by the cliffs and bullets flying and lightning dogs and Nazis in the whole nine. And then you lot show up and, well, gave them what for right quick, didn't you? Thanks for that, by the way. Yes, this is Briggs now. Yes, that's this is gonna be way too many accents. I'm gonna be flipping between. This is gonna be tough. Yes, that's right. We were sent here. I was sent to go pick up these 3 and come back. But my God, what? And you can see now that there were more than a couple more guys, but a couple of them are now the bodies are being. Or have already been sort of stacked up. There were 3 other soldiers here who now have expired, but they got the jump on you. Did they get close to the artifact at all? I know not. We were able to keep them pinned for a while, and it would have been close if it wasn't for you lot to get here. That's for sure. Well, gentlemen, I'm sorry to say that we're in a bit of a spot here. We have got a few hours of daylight left if you want to get to work, but we're going to do our best to secure the site and call for a few reinforcements, I think.
This is my favorite part of any RPG is when when we make the DM talk to himself in multiple different accents back and forth.
That was just to you, that line.
Yes,
but also thank you. I don't know why I made Scruffy Scottish now because I'm switching between Scottish and English, and there's
it's gonna be Scruffy. Okay, well, you are the commanding officer. This is outside. You are the commanding officer here, Major Singh. You are outrank everybody by quite a bit. So,
I want to. Who is the lowest ranking member of the team?
Private Bren gun there, I think.
The young kid is for sure the lowest on this totem pole. Yeah,
I'm also just a private.
Yeah, and then Dieter.
I'm going to send the boy. I think, boy, you're going to check the perimeter, right? You're going to make sure none of those assholes are hiding anywhere. And if you see them, just yell real loud or something. You let us. Okay?
Yeah, no, that's classic.
Yep. Yeah.
And he just slaps him on the back.
Yeah.
Not good, boy.
Yeah, you gave him a little rousing what for? This dude just jumped on a friggin' machine gun and just took out 2 Nazis. He's having a good day all of a sudden. So yeah, and he gets orders from this major shit's popping off. So yeah, he snaps too, grabs a rifle and goes to start walking the perimeter to check for any more holes in the wire. It's still daytime. I think it was around 4 or 5 p.m. when you guys arrived at the end of the last episode. Sun's going to go down around 10 o'clock. It's summertime, so you've got some hours left. But a bold daylight attack indeed. The young boy goes to check the perimeter. Young boy, let's call him Stevens. Private Stevens goes to Private Dancer. No, Private Stevens goes to do...
No.
Steven Dancer.
Private Steven Dancer. You said Private Dancer, and now we have to have it.
Yeah, it's done. Private Steven Dancer goes to check the perimeter, and that's that. What else are you guys doing?
Barrett would like to go check the corpse of the incinerated fucking Schwanzwolf commander there.
Sure. Yeah.
But I have to walk over there. Let Dieter do his thing. What do you want to do?
This is good. Yeah. No, I want to know what everyone's doing, and then we'll play out said scenes.
Yeah, the guys who just got incinerated probably don't have much to loot through, but I'm gonna help to see if there's any maps, orders, trinkets, tokens, whatever.
Shit! Barrett goes back for his library book first thing before he goes and checks.
It's due Tuesday, buddy.
It's due Tuesday. That's got to be back. Martha will
better send that fucking thing back on Tuesday. I'm way in the back. You send it on Tuesday. You bastard.
I'm going for the book. You crashed the Jeep.
Yeah, I actually love. Yeah, you go to look under the seat and it's not there for a second. You're like, oh shit! It's in the crash. It takes you a second, but a little bit longer than you think. You find it's there, but in the crash, it just got shuffled around and for a second you were like, oh, fuck. Yeah, but you got it. Yeah,
I check it really quick for any damage. It looks good. It's fine. It goes right back into my pack, and yeah.
It's all good. It's your book. You got it. And you and Dieter head over to do some reconnaissance on the unalived Nazis that we've got there.
So, Dietz, you stay in the fucking truck. Next time, when we have a truck or a vehicle that we're all in, you stay in the truck with us.
Yes, sir, Mr. Hatch, sir. But there's the major got a face full of glass, and I ventilated the dog man's head. Just saying, sir. Not trying to be difficult, sir.
Well, yeah, you guys are having this little chat as you walk off to gun pit number 2. Singh, what are you up to? You're in the command bunker there with Briggs and Lance Corporal Scruffy.
Gonna make sure operations room is in good working order. I'm gonna raise main command, base, mission control, whatever we call them. We need reinforcements. These bastards are here. You sent us to die here, and fucking up one side and down the other. Just get me the top ranking officer on the phone right now.
Well, they don't like it up them, so
they don't like it up them.
They don't like it up them.
They don't. And you give it to them, up them, you get on the horn and you call in for.
Not a good thing.
It's not. You get some commitments that either going to get some additional resources out this way to secure the site. It's going to take a little bit of time with you're not the only AA battery around, but seeing what has just happened, there's going to be some reinforcements coming your way, hopefully sooner than later.
Yeah.
Indeed. Moving over to the gentleman doing the looting. As you're going through, we'll go ahead and do a little a loot magoot. There are some guns that you can get if you want. There are the MP40s that they each had. of the 4 main soldiers. The boss man's Luger, and I'll let you do a couple of things while you're doing the loot here. You do find, I'll give it to you for free because it's fun and it moves the story along. You do find an envelope of what appears to be, as you said, Dieter, a coded message of some kind. And it's like a cipher with, it's a whole bunch of complex. We'll say it's one of those Da Vinci Code fucking rune things, the spinny guys, right? You find one of those with a bunch of weird, there's German, but there's also like weird, like some of these eldritch symbols that you've seen, a whole bunch that you haven't before as well. You find the thing, but if you want to crack it open, you're going to have to try to crack it open. And the other thing I'll give you for free, you're looking at the bodies of the non-incinerated 2 sort of foot soldiers, is that while the boss man has he's dressed in like a Black Sun uniform. He's got like a leather coat with like the red armband. Well, they all have the red armband on, with like it's like a squid face, like a Cthulhu face on it, instead of the bad sign. But he's got like a full like Black Sun uniform on, while the others are wearing what looks like basically like schoolboy kind of like Hitler Youth uniforms almost. Like they've got like shorts on and like with like a weird bandolier thing, and like it's all brown and tan and gross.
Oh, I hate this. They're paramilitary.
They're you tell like whoever these guys are, they're not there. You fought Black Sun soldiers on your mission in France. These aren't them. And
how old are they? How old do they look? Like
adult males. They're not child soldiers. No.
Oh, okay, yeah, not like 18-year-old kids.
Hitler Youth looking uniform, but grown ass adult men. So it looks even worse.
That's so weird and creepy. Is Duder guy wearing a mask like he was in the thing, or is he like?
He's wearing like he's not wearing like a silver like skull mask like you've seen masters wear, but he does have like a pair of like we'll say it's like goggles on to deal with the lightning wolf glare.
I kind of
goggles and like a SS looking hat.
I chuckle and I say, "The goggles, they do nothing." and I unmask him fully. I want to get a look at this guy's fucking face in its entirety. As I pick up, I kneel down next to him and I pick up his cipher and I say, "What are you hiding?" And I take his goggles and his hat off, and I look at this fucking dude. Does he look like a regular ass human being?
He looks like a regular ass human being. Yeah, you can tell that his face has like you can tell he's got like some burn marks and shit. He's like this dog thing. You can kind of tell, sort of being in close proximity to it for so long, has definitely had adverse effects, like Palpatine style. On this dude, but not to like a Palpatine level, melting shit. But he is like some burns and shit, and like basically everywhere. Like he's got a permanent laser wolf tan where those goggles were underneath his eyes. But he does look like a regular ass person. I don't know, dude in his late 20s, early 30s.
All right, Deets, you do what you gotta do. I'm gonna take a look at this, and I pick up the cipher wheel, but let Dieter do something before I monopolize this conversation.
What you doing, Dietz?
I'm gonna take that cipher and I'm looking at it. It's obviously not only upside down, but the text is facing away from me.
Yeah.
We gotta get our ducks in the pond here. And I hand it to Hatch.
Yeah, no, for sure I'll be taking care of this one, big boy. Don't worry about it. Why don't you get any of the ordnance and ammo that you need or want, and we'll pile up the.
Yeah, I mean anything you want to do with their gear, their equipment, anything you want to do, anything you want to keep from.
Oh, I am fully ripping off that fucking squid band. Like, not to destroy it, I'm taking it and I'm gonna put it into my forged documents.
Oh, a little subterfuge, perhaps, eh?
Maybe in the future, subterfuge.
Worst things. I was going to say worst things to have on you, but like, there's actually probably not a lot of worse than like a Nazi cult armband. But like, it will be useful for you guys.
I'm gonna take it.
Yeah, you might as well. Okay, absolutely.
I'll just I will offer to go and help Lance Corporal Scruff Porkins with their duties. I'm just gonna help. I'm gonna give a couple big hands.
Duties.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I like this. Yeah, between you guys doing the looting, sort of getting this base sort of a little bit more operational, cleaning up after the the literal attack, getting the truck back into good back working shape after its little accident there. It takes about an hour or so for you guys to get all of that sort of
I do want to try to run some fucking shit on that cipher though.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm gonna say right here, right now. During that time, you guys will have had ample time to do just that. Why don't? Let's give me a. I guess it'd be like a. Let me look at the sheet.
Well, academia has a thing called cartography.
Cryptography for sure. So I'm going to say probably reason academia. Yes, give me a difficulty 2, reason academia, and I will give you because important roles are important, not to gamify the system, but do remember you have ways to. Improve your odds, buying dice, fortune points, which none of you have spent so far, as well as succeeding at cost. There are multitudes on that little cheat sheet of spending momentum, which I have handed to you.
How many momentum do we have left in the pool here?
I believe you have 4 left over from that little battle there.
You know what? I'm going to just buy 1 extra dice. I'll roll 3 dice because my academia and reason is a 15, so it's quite good.
Okay.
So I'm going to roll on this deciphering. That's what it means. Oh,
there you go. Would you look at that?
Would you look at that deciphering roll? And what is the difficulty, sir?
Difficulty is 2.
Ooh, should I buy 2 dice? This seems like a pretty important roll. I think I'm going to buy 2 dice. Boys, I'm sorry.
You got them. You got them. Spend them. Do it. You're down to 1 momentum in the pool. I like it.
Yeah. I'm going to sit down on like an ammo box and just start like, I got my notepad and paper out and I'm like writing symbols down and stuff.
Yeah.
And rolling, it's a 15 target number.
Roll it.
All day, baby boy. All day, baby boy. That's far successes across the fucking board.
So many, yeah, and a couple of those are going to be crits too. So yes, you do. In the time you were spending sort of deciphering, I love that. This thing you are able to sort of crack the code, and it is a little bit of, it's sort of like a weird like Spanglish version of like German and like whatever this fucking ancient eldritch language is, and you're able to sort of, because of the German bits that you've been learning from Dieter, you're able to sort of learn by figuring out the German parts. You have no idea what's going on with the eldritch parts of it, but that figuring out the German parts of it is enough for you to and as you do, it's like some cool like mechanical cool, it does like it's only this big, but it like, I don't know, morphs into something really cool and spidery.
Super. Love non-Euclidean fucking geometry. This is so great. Love this.
100%. That's exactly what happens. And then the orders themselves are in German, and with your limited skills.
I'm just going to pass it over to Dietz. Read this for us. And in Dietz' voice, Ryan tells us.
Well, in fact, I'm going to, in our group chat, I'm going to paste, and Dietz can read this aloud in our signal chat, gentlemen.
Dieter, before you fucking read this, it is so imperative that you literally tell me what it says, word for word.
Okay, I understand. I can do that. You can't teach an old dog to be a new dog.
See, now that's what we're talking about. Now, none of that, though. Like,
Okay.
no. Word for word is what
Fuck
it says.
Okay. Lead a strike against
Lead a strike against, okay.
the artillery
Artillery,
dig
site,
and eliminate any
resistance.
resistance.
This is so good.
Once the obelisk
is
secured, report back to Horst. I don't know what that was. In St. Andrews, so we can begin phase 2.
Horst at
Horst.
St. Andrews.
Horst in
The
St. Andrews.
church. Bump, bump, bum. The
Dun, dun,
church.
dun.
Horst.
The St. Andrews is the name of a town, you know.
Yes.
The town. Oh, okay.
That town that kept growing and
Sting!
didn't.
Sting! I just started going, Sting!
Hold on.
I heard you the first time.
There's a bit more. The British carrot. No, that's not it. The British cannot be allowed to learn any of its secrets. And it's. Do you want to know who signed it?
No, yes, of course I do.
I don't know. A watch in the pot never boils.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I should have
Watch
left
in
you.
the pot.
I should have left you in that military prison. Focus.
A single tear goes down DSP.
Holy
Signed
shit.
by one prior Albrecht Lohman of the Black Sun.
Prior. Prior.
I know.
It's a rank.
Yes. Yeah. No, I was just clarifying.
Yeah.
All right. Sing. You got to get your ass in here.
Sing runs
There's-
over with Ernest.
Oh my god, Ernest is here? Ernest goes to Dover.
Ernest goes to Achtung, Cthulhu.
Ernest goes to Achtung, Cthulhu.
I explained that there is a military operative in, is it St. Michael's, was it? Or St. Andrews. St. Andrews.
Yeah.
There's a military operative.
Don't tell me it's St. Andrews, that bastard of a place I read about in the library.
Yes, indeed. There's apparently a secret operative named Horst in St. Andrews.
Well, let's go kick his ass, yes?
Yes.
Wait, guys, before we go and kick anyone's ass, we have to get the Obi Lisp.
This is what, now I point at him. He's like, I mean, a broken clock, right? We gotta fucking figure out what the obelisk is all about as well.
This is a
right
good.
up your territory, right there, Arch?
Out
Yeah.
of the frying pan and into my mouth. Let's go, boys.
Wait, hold on. Before we do that, some precautions need to be made. You guys are going to be close to me, but I want you to wear, and I get some like gun cotton, like some packing material. Like, I want you to plug your ears and have your backs to the obelisk at all times.
Ooh.
I don't want you to look at it or be able to hear it clearly. You understand me?
Sure, you're the boss.
Yeah. Okay.
Better safe than dangerous.
Yeah, okay.
God bless you, lad.
God's,
I like it.
God's favorite idiot.
Very true. Yes, I was going to say yes. In the meantime, yes. With the attack now, a couple more troopers have shown up now. In this meantime, and it's finally secure enough where you feel like yes, you could go and do some digging around in the number one gun pit. Which, as you sort of look and get your lay of the land of the base, you can tell that nobody's been around there in a while. Whatever soldiers were the two Scruffy and the fucking private dancer, and the other three who are now expired, sadly. They were giving this thing a wide berth due to whatever had happened with the other soldiers. But are you making your way over there now with some gauze plugged in your ears, let's say?
I will start walking with my eyes closed, and I'm going to use my wrench like a cane to like see what's
oh yeah, I like
in
that.
front of me.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys make your way towards the ammunition tunnel for the gun pits. The pits themselves they're open pits. You can tell that in the future that there's embutments and stuff for like they will have roofs eventually, the magazine pits and the ammo tunnels that will lead into these gun pits, but currently it's all just these open excavations. As you approach closer, you haven't been able to make out or see this object that's been talked about so much, but as you sort of get a little bit closer, you can see just the point of something pointing up, just the tip come up. And as you get to where this ammunition tunnel would be, you see that where they found this pillar, it stands about 4 feet, 4.5 feet out of the ground. And it is just this weird combination of, like this, the iridescent sort of sheen to it, where it's black, then it's green, then it's almost sort of kind of this orange.
like oil on the top of water or something. Like
yes,
gasoline
exactly
on water,
like that. And so the exact colors, purples and greens and oranges and like those weird blues and stuff. It's sort of hard to get a look at. And as you sort of get your first look at it, who is looking at it currently? You get up to the edge of this pit and you see this thing.
I have told them a long time ago to close their eyes.
Yeah,
and I've actually grabbed both of their hands and I say, as we get up to the edge of the pit, I don't have gun cotton in my ears or I'm not closing my eyes. And I say, turn around. And whatever happens until I say, you don't open your eyes and you don't look at it directly. Do you understand? Just try and trust me on this one. Whatever happens, don't open your eyes or look at it directly. Just, you'll hear me. In fact, I don't have a gun. You'll hear it. You'll know when it's time to open your eyes.
There you go. Yeah. You take a look at this thing, and you can see that the pit itself has been sort of dug around it to have about sort of 5 feet on either side to give people room to maneuver and sort of examine this thing. Then sort of next to it is a open dug pit with a ladder going down. You recall that there was also a sort of chamber found down below. Looking at it from the top, it appears to just be a nondescript sort of plain stone of this weird, well, not plain stone, but smooth, of this weird material that seems to keep moving. And as you sort of see it out of the corner of your eye, you can sort of see this color shift, but when you look at it, it sort of just looks plain and black, and as you sort of do this sort of back and forth while you're sort of looking at it, Hatch, you're gonna have to go ahead and give me.
Yeah, I figured. I'm looking at the fucking mouth of madness right now.
Looking at the thing. Give me a will resiliency test. We're gonna say it's a difficulty 3.
Will resilience is a 14 for me.
That's not bad.
Okay.
Difficulty 3. Oof.
Difficulty 3.
You know what?
Points you can buy. You've got fortune.
I'm going to leave the points in there. I'm going to spend a fortune.
Okay.
I think. And those. Okay, just remind me on fortune because they come back.
Yes, fortune is you have 3 of them to use throughout the course of any one mission. So your objective to solve the mystery of the White Cliffs of Dover. You have 3 uses of this, and you do it before the roll.
Yes.
And you get to automatically turn one of the D20s in your pool into a 1, so a critical
Okay.
success.
You know what?
So,
I'm
yeah.
going to do that. I'm going to turn my fortune down to 2 because this seems like a pretty important roll, not to go fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Probably.
Totally.
And I'm going to roll the other 2 dice to hopefully get 1 success.
Yep.
And what did I say? It was a 14?
14.
Okay, let's
14
do
or
it.
lower.
Boys, it looks like a shimmering, and I explain it as I roll my dice. Okay, that's it. Good thing.
There you go. You get there, baby boy. You get there. And as you look at this thing, you're sort of doing this sort of back and forth, and you catch in the corner of your eye appear to be sort of lines moving. Like, you know when you see that thing in the corner of your eye that you just can't catch, you just can't see?
I want to say as a truth of the scene, I'm explaining this all out loud the entire time to them. Loudly enough that they can hear it.
Like
But you're gonna have to
Yes.
speak up, boy.
Yes, exactly. That's why I'm yelling.
What?
yeah. You were able.
Dumb. This show is dumb.
Hold your sanity within yourself as you look at this thing, and as you sort of look at it, sort of more and more, and sort of just stare at it and describe this back to it. Those visions that you were seeing that were moving on the sides of your eyes, you can see now, sort of moving along the surface, like they're engraved into the surface of the stone, but they're moving.
I was gonna say, do they match any of the symbols that I saw on the crypto wheel?
They do, some of them, and not a lot of them. You catch the odd one from time to time, but again, even they're more coherent now, but they're still like it's still almost impossible for you to understand what you're seeing. You've been able to sort of pin down. You are now looking at the thing that's driving everyone crazy, seeing this thing on the sides of its periphery and whatever it's doing. You're now looking at that face to face, and because of your roll, you're able to sort of to grip it for a second, but only for that second, and then you hear sort of like this deep voice, but it sounds muffled, and then it's gone.
Well, it's about to sound a lot more muffled, because at that point in time, I'd chicken the fuck out and put gun cotton in my ears, because I'm good with that.
There you go. So here's what I'll give you from that narrative description. Mechanically, what I'll give you is that you've deciphered that there is some sort of message or some sort of
don't need to hear it.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Good for me though.
Coming from the pillar, and on top of that, there is also some sort of beyond the whatever message is being sent out from it, this ethereal nether warp realm message being sent out. There's also some sort of message on it but you can't figure out what it says.
Okay,
that's what you know from just the tip.
Just the tip.
But there is the hole down below.
I explain this and I turn my back to the obelisk. And I say, gentlemen, yeah. And then we're yelling, and I'll explain the situation.
I'm gonna make like the sign to Hatch.
What do you want to do?
Here's exactly what I'll say. You guys sort of have at the moment. You've deciphered that there's some sort of nastiness going on with the pillar. You've managed to get a hold of it long enough that you could now do some more research on it to try to figure out what its whole bag is. On top of that, you also now have a lead that there's something up in St. Andrews going on at the moment. How do you guys want to play this? You don't have any sort of specific time or timer or anything on the go, but figuring out what the hell's happening sooner than later is probably a good plan.
I will volunteer. There's a hole, right, with a ladder?
Mm-hmm.
I will volunteer to get my very small self down into the chamber underneath, which gives actual Grant a lot of anxiety because I hate little tiny spaces. But 6'8" Dieter covered in tank armor is going to crawl into this chamber, and hopefully it's a little bigger than a crawl space.
Chamber of Secrets.
To see if I can't tink my wrench into something else and like figure out where the pillar is and then not look at it, but look at the rest of the room.
Sure. Yeah. You make your way towards this thing, and as you pass by it, and you're not looking at it, but you're close enough to feel its ethereal out of your periphery vibes. So you're also going to have to give me a will resilience, a difficulty. I'll say this one's difficulty 2 because you're not actually trying to absorb the madness.
Okay.
I love that we're sending our biggest guy in the heaviest armor down into a hole where we can't get him. I know. I wasn't going to stop him. I'm not going to stop him from making character choices.
No, don't do that.
So
I wanted to do that.
That's 2 successes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was your target, just out of curiosity?
My target is my will 7, resilience 4, so that's a nice 11.
That's not bad.
Oh, that's great. That's fantastic, actually. Yeah, you walk past this thing, kind of keeping your head down and like don't look up. You're able to keep your nerve and not turn your head and look at the thing, and you sort of keep your head down and sort of slowly, one foot after the other, get yourself down into the pit. It is dark down here, but you know what? I will say narratively. I will say that if Dieter wants, Dieter still has Aramis's kerosene lantern that he picked up in the quick trip to France.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll fire up my kerosene lantern and shed some light.
No reason why this could go wrong.
In a dark
the
tunnel,
you get made out of gasoline. Nice.
Yeah, you get down into the hole and you light it up, and the light sort of shines across this dark cavern and lights it up so astoundingly well off the sheer white of the chalk walls that have been cut out. You are hit by this wave of light as it bounces back further than you expected, and also hit by a stench unlike any you smelled before. It's like like a fish market, like an entire fish market went bad in here. It is fucking disgusting, and it takes a minute for you to you're tasting it, it's bad, real bad. But you see sort of the roof of this chalk roofed chamber, the pillar continued down through, and it's dug out. I'll say it's a much bigger chamber, this one. In fact, it has a couple offshoots that you can see that they've tried to dig out through as well. But the pillar itself continues down through from the roof down again, through down to the ground. And you are now in this room all by your lonesome. It's going to be tough for you to sort of keep your wits about you. How long are you going to stay down here? What are you going to do?
Oh, this place puts my nose to the bone. Not seeing anything that I can pick up, take, eat, pee on, or anything else. I'm just going to get out of there right now.
Okay, just a quick scout.
Yeah, just a quick scout.
Okay, yeah, you pop yourself out of the hole.
There was nothing down. Dieter, was there anything down there at all?
We can't take the pillar with us. It's too big. It stinks in there.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
I'll give you what you did see was some mining digging equipment, just sort of like pickaxes and shit, sort of just shovels and shit, sort of scattered around.
But
If
they
you
didn't
wanted to,
open like a fucking pit to Moria or anything down there.
No, it looks like a dig site down there with a creepy fucking pillar in there. If you wanted to find out sort of anything else, you'd have to do sort of a full on snooperoop.
Yeah, I think the stink and Dieter was trying to figure out if he could take the pillar, like wrap it in his coat and take it, but it's like not that tiny. It's like a whole big ass thing. So
and it's like it gets wider as it goes. Yeah.
Yeah, this is like a multi-ton
underground. The obelisk of an underground eldritch city, probably. I would say.
I don't know.
And you smelled fish down there, yeah?
I mean, one stone, two birds.
All right. I think it's... I turn to Major Singh. I say, Major, I think it's probably high time that we investigated this the secret asset in St. Andrews. I think it'd be...
Three more, my boy.
We should stop them from doing their phase 2.
Of course, sure, man.
Phase 2.
Sure.
Phase 2.
Oh,
You're not gonna do any snooping around down below?
You know what?
Examining of the.
I
thing?
will.
I'm not saying you have to. I'm just curious if you guys are gonna head off.
I will wrap Dieter. Stand here and look away. And I'm gonna wrap a rope around him. I'm gonna wrap a rope around me. I'm gonna scurry down. I say, Major Singh, if I give 2 tugs, please get me the fuck out of this hole. And I'm gonna go down in the hole, and I'm going to take a fucking good hard look around.
Okay, well then, let's go.
Oh, I take Dieter's lamp as well.
Yeah.
Dieter, thank
Figures.
you.
Yep, I mean that makes sense. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, do you want to do some snooping? What's like a?
I want to like fucking eyes wide open, looking at the pillar, looking around. I got psychic armor. I'm in the X-Files.
Yeah, man. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're doing the thing. I like it.
Insight observation, maybe.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah, because I don't think we've done just like a full-on like looting test here yet. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Let's go insight.
Also, not to cut Major Singh off. I just think I'm the least likely to go fucking crazy down there.
Yeah,
so.
I'm not going down there.
I'm super not going down there.
Oh, I'm not going down.
Yeah, no, he's super not into it. Yeah,
No. You go, my boy. Oh, Godspeed you.
Yeah, he's the bullet guy. You're the psychic guy. Yeah. I'm gonna say it's insight plus observation. To actually, you know what? Survival. Actually, because that foraging, I think that would maybe play more than.
All right. Insight plus survival is actually an 11.
Okay. There you go. I'll say it's. I mean, you're just snooping. Depending on how good you roll, depends on maybe what else you find down here.
Sure. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a good old roll. I'm just gonna roll my regular 2.
Like it. I like it. I love it.
Oh, that's nothing.
That's nothing there on that one. Okay, so you do some sort of like some basic like rummaging. Like you're like I'll say this is you like looking for anything that was like left behind, or like missed by the original crew, and you don't nothing sticks out. You don't find any sort of hidden bits and bobs laying around. If you do want to like examine the pillar, I would say that's a different probably a different role.
Oh, baby boy, I want to examine that pillar deeper down.
I don't know.
Okay. I do. I do.
Okay, well, in that case, what would that be then? I will say, because I would say you're trying to more like now you're trying to like actually like study the thing, right?
Yeah.
And like learn kind of.
Actually, you know what? What I'm gonna do? I'll tell you what I'm gonna do.
Please tell me how you would like to do this.
I'm gonna rip some pages off of my notebook and press it on the pillar and try to get some some scrapings. I don't know if it's going to work. Not scrapings, but like
Etchings.
Etchings, like
Oh.
graphite etchings.
Nice.
Yeah, you're gonna put a piece. You're gonna try to. Yeah. Record the moving fucking things as they go.
Yeah.
I like this. I like this a lot. Well done, sir. Okay, here's what I'll say happens. You get this all ready, and you're like, this is very scientific. This is something you've done before on like different
just on non-moving fucking hieroglyphics.
And it's not even that they're moving, and like that's the thing, like it's
just I can't see them very much. Yeah,
you can't even grok what's happening, and so like this is your way of like, okay, fuck, if I can't read this, I know what to do here. And so like you've done this before, you've done this in so you're kind of on autopilot when you do it, and for the moment you kind of forget. You kind of become sort of numb to the horrors of like what you're actually doing. You're in a creepy ass fucking room that, as far as you know, it predates the existence of humanity with this fucking evil beacon of elder gods.
The horrors persist, but so do I.
And then for a second you kind of forget, and you just become a fucking a bookworm guy doing a fucking nerdy thing. And you're like, oh, I'm just gonna do the etchings, and like you kind of just go about an autopilot, and you take the page and you just put it up against the obelisk. And as you do,
ooh, I didn't think about touching the obelisk.
You didn't think about touching the thing, and you touch the thing. And as you do, up above, boys, you see the obelisk. It starts to glow, and like these hieroglyphics and these weird, not even hieroglyphics, but you know what I mean. These fucking writings and etchings that you couldn't see before. All of a sudden, you start to see them, and you can start to see them as they're glowing. This orange, blue, green, yellow light all at the same time out through these runes as they're shifting and shaping and like wishing and washing across this obelisk, and it starts to glow, and from below you just hear Hatch scream. And that's where we're gonna end for this episode.
I definitely should have touched that thing.
I loved how you did that. You're just like, yeah, I'm just gonna put my hand on it.
Touch this thing that we couldn't even look at or listen to, but I'm gonna touch it.
I'm just gonna touch it.
Yes, the obelisk.
I'm just gonna touch it. I'm just gonna touch the thing.
Amazing.
I'm just gonna touch the thing. It seemed like a good idea at the time.
You guys were being so careful about it until you weren't, and it's what I love about this crew. Thank you all so much for watching. That was a super fun episode. I am very excited to jump into this again in a couple weeks' time. Gentlemen, remind me, we're coming back on the 15th. Was the loot plan 22nd? We're coming back on the 22nd. We're having a 2-week break, but then we'll be back with more and the third part of this mysterious adventure to find out what happened to Hatch and what's up in St. Andrews, and of course, maybe we'll find out what lies below. Part 3. Don't you love it when they say the name of the thing in the thing? Thank you all so much for watching. We're going to be back, like I said.
That's the name of the show.
That's the name of the show. Or yes, 3 weeks time, technically. If you enjoyed what you're seeing here, then head on over to Modiphius. Check out the Achtung Cthulhu. There's a free quick start guide you can get there and play your own version of a quick trip to France, and all kinds of other modules that you can find as well. This one uses the Under the Gun mission with a whole bunch of extra stuff that I've thrown in there for some fun. But you can check that out yourselves and tell them WGNR sent you. We'll be back on the 22nd. Everybody, say goodbye.
Bye. See you in a couple weeks.
Take us out with the outro, Grant.